Following an impressive win over Rio Americano to start the season, the Bella Vista Broncos hit the road last Friday, and for the first half against Christian Brothers looked to be on their way to a 2-0 start. BV took an 8-3 lead into halftime, and while CB crept closer in the third, the Broncos still led 9-6 heading into the fourth. But with just about 30 seconds to go, a CB goal tied the game at 10, with the Falcons then prevailing in overtime. Tonight, the Broncos look to bounce back from Friday's heartbreak, but face another tough test as the Whitney Wildcats of Rockland come to town, a team that manhandled the Rio Americano last Saturday 16-1 in their season opener, but also a team that is coming off a 13-7 campaign last year and 6-4 in the Sierra Foothill League. Hello, everyone. George Tharlson and David Houseworth with you as we get ready for the varsity game now between the Broncos and the Whitney Wildcats. Big opportunity for the Broncos to bounce back from the disappointment on Friday.
Hopefully they can. Of course, we're going to keep them up late with that long song there and the false summits at the end. You know, when you're hiking and you think you're at the top and it's a false summit. But yes, looking forward to getting past that game and getting on to the next one here. Going to be a test here with the Whitney Wildcats.
Obviously for Bella Vista, it all starts on the offensive side with Mateo Polanco. He is their leading scorer, 92 career goals. If he has himself a big night tonight, he could hit number 100 tonight.
That'd be cool.
And he's got 9 goals so far this season, 4 last week, 5 in the opener against Rio Americano. Joe Thomas is following up as well, 6 goals on the season, and he's at 45 career goals, so a big night for him. He could hit 50 for his career. So that would be a couple of things that we are watching right now. As far as the ones that we are going to look at for the Whitney Wildcats, some of their top players. Logan Brown, 5 goals and 5 assists last week against Rio Americano, and so that's certainly one that we'll watch out for. Reed Van Stralen, 6 goals, a game high last week, and also had 2 assists. So those are a couple of names I'm sure we're going to be calling a lot tonight.
I would expect so. Yeah, they 5 and 5, 10 points for, is that Jepson or Brown?
Logan
Brown. It's a big day.
And Brady Centurino is the goalkeeper. And he had 3 saves last week. He is a goalkeeper. He is the goalkeeper. He's a sophomore this year, played for the JV last year. And so we'll probably get to see him in goal. It looks like it was River Kinley again that is going to get the start in goal tonight.
Yeah, Whitney's goalie last week, 3 saves on 4 shots by Rio.
That's all they had.
So 75% save percentage, that's pretty good. I feel good about that.
Just double checking. Yes, it is Brady Centurino in goal. Maroon jerseys with gold numbers, the Whitney Wildcats, and we are underway here in the varsity game. Broncos trying to control it. That's Ellsworth that has it. In fact, Joe Thomas gets
Bad call.
roughed up, and the flags fly. So we are going to get our first penalty of the game.
Wonder what in the world they're going to call that. It's a legal check, shoulder to shoulder. If I were the BV coach, I'd be livid. And they're talking about it, so they're going to make it more than 1 minute.
So that is Cash Stevens that is coming out to serve the penalty. Looks like Joe Thomas is coming out of the game. Kyler Simpson's going to replace him.
2 minutes non-releasable.
All right, 2 minutes non-releasable.
They called it on Whitney.
Yeah.
I was anticipating that would be on BV. That's lacrosse. It's supposed to be.
So Bella Vista, man up for 2 minutes, again non-releasable. This is Ellsworth who will take possession and get us started here. That's Simpson on the right side, Kyler Simpson. Brother Cody is also on the varsity. Loose ball. And it is controlled, almost controlled. It is controlled by the long stick. Those long stick middies on this Whitney team, they love to pick up that ball and attack. Working on the right side.
Whitney is man down. They're man down for probably still another minute and a half. Let's see if they attack or if they just kill the penalty. I suspect they're capable of either one.
That's Sindelar, Logan Sindelar with it.
BB trying to double the ball, but a little lackadaisical.
Jay Taylor out front. Force the pass over to Sindelar once again. And again, Whitney taking very methodical, taking their time. You're right. They're trying to kill off the penalty
just
here.
killing the penalty, yep. It's a smart thing to do.
If they find the opening, they'll take the opportunity, I'm sure, but
they won't need to. They'll be able to do this all day long. BB's trying to double, but there's so much space up here, it can be hard to do.
It's Logan Brown, again, had the 5 goals last week. He loops his way wide to the left side, and now he is going to bring it back behind the net. Keeping the possession. Right out in front, they tried to find the cutting player, can't find it. Reed comes up with it. Loose ball, chance for Bella Vista to control. They don't. And here's Whitney coming back the other way.
See how the long stick did not go across? We saw that in the left hand.
There's a shot.
Saw that in the JV game. The long stick did go across. Varsity guy, greater lacrosse IQ, did not go across.
You hear him call the hold. The penalty is, there's a pass in front. There's a shot, and that one goes wide and out, and that should be to Bella Vista. Nice job by River Kinley to sprint toward the end line to secure possession for the Broncos.
Whitney penalty release, even strength.
Kinley's out of goal now. He's sprinting back.
BV man at the middle of the field there wasn't really open. That pass to there was a little ill-advised. So we might keep track of this tonight. That's a BV failed clear.
Reed Van Stralen on the left side, number 94. He's making his way in. Immediately checked, and they bring it back out.
Shot,
There's
goal.
a shot and a score. That one goes to Logan Sindelar. His first goal of the game.
Number 16 for Whitney, Logan Sindelar.
And just like in the varsity game, the JV game, or just like in the JV game, the varsity game goes with Whitney scoring first, and it is a 1-0 lead for the Wildcats. So I'm noticing a pattern, and that is that Whitney seems to be controlling possession like they did in the JV game. Long stick controls, that's Joe Ligas.
2 long sticks going down on offense. 1 subbing.
That's Van Stralen left side. Sindelar, who just scored the goal. Jay Taylor comes back on for Whitney.
You're going to get a sub across the midfield here. 17 goes down.
And that's Gage Armstrong, number 17, who was staying back so that the long stick could move forward. Armstrong moving his way in. Now they'll spin it to the X. Keep working from behind the goal here.
The size difference here, attackman versus defenseman.
It's Logan Brown.
Size difference here too.
Logan Brown on Nick Tharlson tries to get by him. Right out in front.
Nice pass.
To the left of the goal.
Nice.
Score.
Deadly.
And that looks like that was Sindelar again.
Goal number 16, Logan Sindelar, his second of the game.
Second of the game and 3 on the season for Logan Sindelar. 2-0 in favor of Whitney.
Feed from Taylor on that. He's very, very comfortable when he caught that, the feeder. He caught it, looked at the goal, wasn't there, saw his guy across there. His guy was open. Fed it straight through. Excellent play. So Whitney on the make it, take it.
Yep.
Could be a problem. Long stick goes down on offense again.
Jack Armstrong, number 20, is in the middle there. This is Benicio McDonald. And once again, Van Stralen. Van Stralen has Gavin Barnett to his right. The long stick will retreat back now.
Nice, good look, good stop.
Kinley trying to scoop that one up, and he does eventually.
Goalie number 1, River Kinley.
14
Kinley's
right here,
looking.
right here. 14 on the 40-yard line. That's him right there. Yep. Gotta
Hazry.
catch that.
Loose
He
ball.
knows it's going out. Nice job, White.
And that is Jack McCasey there, number 4, that tried to sweep it back in, but Whitney's back in control. That's Lucas Beaulieu,
That's going out.
and that will go out. Apparently, Lucas Beaulieu has a rooting section here. As soon as he got it, you could hear the Luke. There's Miles
Nice.
Hatfield,
Yeah,
has the
see
ball
ya.
knocked away.
I think the stick checking we're going to see from Whitney is going to be like that all evening, and I don't know the BV's very used to that.
Approaching 6 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Armstrong, one of 2 Armstrongs. This is Gage. From behind the net. Bring back out in front. There's a shot.
Good check. Kept that shot from being full speed. Nice movement.
Sweeping
Yes.
shot from underhanded. That looks like that's Van Stralen that scores.
Very good feet. And BV's going to have
Reed
to
Van Stralen with his first goal of the game.
BV's going to have to be real disciplined to stay up with him.
Goal, Whitney, number 94, Reed Van Stralen, his first
That's
of the game.
7 goals on the year now for Van Stralen. 3-0 in favor of Whitney.
Felt like that was inside of 10 yards too. Felt like it. We need to see the films to see exactly where that shot was taken, but he was fairly close.
So in other words, the pattern continues.
Yeah, and I just think Whitney's going to be able to do that, going to be able to penetrate the defense.
And they win the draw again. Need to scoop and find the ball here. Whitney still in control. Cody Simpson trying to run some interference there. Forces the pass out. That's Sindelar with it. Subs coming on. Benicio McDonald is back in as he is cutting toward goal. Jay Taylor is to the right. Looks like Sindelar is now looking to move from the left side. He's picked up by Rylan Wilson. Now Sindelar.
Good check.
That's some great defense there by James Feeney. A sweeping shot attempt. Loose ball. From the side, there's a shot, save, or goal, or piping.
Pick.
And Taylor moves around the
Slide.
pick.
Good recovery by BB defense. Shot.
His passing,
nice.
They closed him off. That's Sindelar again. Scored the first 2 goals of the game. That's Logan Brown. Brown had a big day last Saturday. Picked up by Cody Simpson right now.
Oops.
There goes Brown. Brown left side, there's the shot, and that one goes out of bounds. It will stay possession to...
You've driven a gray SUV, license plate 9JLG177.
Here comes Whitney. Logan Brown.
His last shot was left-handed. Let's see if he goes left or right. Here he comes left.
He cuts back,
Yeah,
and now there's save.
Put on the ground.
Saved by the goalie, River Kinley.
Going
From
back.
the Broncos, that's Joe Thomas. It's on the ground. Hayes Reed trying to pick it up. James Feeney is there too. Feeney unfortunately just doesn't have numbers right now. He's going to get a little bit of help. Cody Simpson's over there.
Failure.
And that will stay with Whitney now on their end, on their offensive end.
Good block. Knock that pass down.
Loose ball. Thomas trying to control. Thomas using a little bit of that speed. He picks it up. Joe Thomas on the move. He has some teammates. Thomas being trailed. He sends it right over looking for Polanco. That was the first time we called Polanco's name tonight. And they couldn't get it to him, so it's out of bounds, and over it goes to Whitney once again.
That long feed is kind of hard, and those are 2 good players, a good passer, good catcher, but still might have been better to settle that ball. Haven't played much offense yet. Another BB clear here. See if they can get it done.
Bounds. So another opportunity here for Bella Vista to maybe get this offense going. 2:39 to go. They really haven't had much of a possession.
By my count here right there, 3 failed clears. I don't know that if they've had a successful one, it's been 1. This one doesn't feel that great. Ball's on the ground. Better get it in.
Ellsworth picks it up.
Better get it in the box.
Well, he had it for a second.
Fail clear.
Here's Jack Beaulieu.
Good wheels. Nice feed. Oh, that's going out. See if he gets another chance on a clear.
Here we go once again. 2:08 to go in the first quarter.
Subbing a man, might want to look for 12 here. 12 go to the ball.
This is
There he is,
Tebow.
right here. Yep.
Kyler Simpson.
Yeah. Successful clear. Oh, not
has
yet.
it knocked away, but he picks it right back up.
It's in the
Kyler
box.
Simpson, a 4-year varsity player for Bella Vista. This is Max Morris. Morris gets by. Now finds Polanco. Polanco had trouble controlling it.
Good
He's
defense.
got it.
Going, should go. Yep, good go red.
Shove him out of bounds. Take possession.
Send that ball to the same place as the clear last time. Successful clear, Whitney. Feed. Oh, long pass. Long passes are just harder to make.
That's going to go out of bounds again. Well, you mentioned it during the JV game when the goalie does the long pass. You said that those are very easily intercepted. In this case, those long passes, especially if you get a little wind underneath them, they're going to go out of bounds.
Yeah, that in the JV game that was a moonbeam pass. You know, just arced really high, and so just too easy to get underneath of. Get underneath.
Ellsworth, left side.
Good time to settle as well. So BB's going to want to get a quality shot.
Victorin that picks it up.
On the 6-on-6 offense, I don't think BB's had a quality shot yet. Or
Since
any
then.
shot.
2 goals last week. And Victorin sprinted over toward that ball, could not chase it down.
So 37 seconds in the quarter, and BB hasn't had a quality shot on the 6-on-6 offense, I believe. I know I missed some things last week. Can't see the forest for the trees as the game's going on, but that's good movement right there.
And that's going to wind up out of bounds and possession to Bella Vista with 18.9 seconds to go here in the opening quarter.
So this is where you want an effective quick clear. We've got 12 in the middle of the field. He's got covered by the restart. That's over his head.
Thomas not able to get that one as it was a little too tall for him.
12 seconds.
Cash Stevens.
If they're paying attention, now they are.
Working left.
He's going to have to let it fly. Good job, Deep.
Ball is loose. Under a second to go, and we have come to the end of the first quarter here at Bella Vista High School. 3-0 is our score in favor of Whitney, and the Broncos, really the story of this is that it's been, most of the game has been played, maybe 10 of the 12 minutes have been played at this end of the field to the right of your screen.
Yeah, I
the
think
attack side for Whitney.
BB might even need to feel decent about having only 3 goals against him this far. Whitney's been on offense almost the entire quarter. They got some decent shots. They're good dodgers. They're going to get more. But so defense, BB's going to really need to buckle down on defense and be ready for that. Looks like Whitney's winning, maybe a little bit more of the clears. I think Whitney feels like Whitney's winning the ground ball battle. And BB, 4 failed clears. Of course they haven't been on offense. When they get it, they can't get it down on the other side of the field.
And credit Whitney's defense.
Yes, and BB's still working on their clear. Their clears weren't good last week. And they weren't that great in the last 2 games, and so still early in the season, still working on it. But partly the defense and partly just BB's execution on the clears doesn't seem to be that hot.
So it sounds like a point of emphasis for practice and film study and discussion.
Yeah, I think I mentioned that after the Rio game here, the last home game here. Clears and man up. There were so many penalties in that Rio game. Clearly, you want to practice man up. There are fewer penalties now, which is good. But the clear, if imagine basketball, you get scored on, it's time to throw the ball in. If you can't bring it up court, the other guys take the ball. You lose a possession and they gain 1. So it's 2. You
right.
lose 2 on that. So, like I said, BB's got to feel okay with having only given up 3. Stuffed a few offensive possessions by Whitney, but they've got to get the clears downfield.
So it's a quick turnaround for Bella Vista. They will be in Grass Valley tomorrow night to take on Nevada Union. So regardless of how this one ends up, then not a lot of time to dwell on it.
No, and that tonight's bruises are going to get whacked on again tomorrow night too. But beautiful setting up there in Grass Valley in the Redwoods. That's a great field. Nice place.
Second quarter to get underway. Bella Vista will now be attacking to our right. And Ryland Wilson is the one that came up with it. Stick winds up on the ground. Here's the long stick on the attack. He's going to wind up. He's going to take a shot. Save, River Kinley.
Nice job. Nice job.
Saved by the goalie, number 1, Rivers Kinley.
So, does the clear feel like it has a plan?
Long stick to a long stick right here. That's for Tebow.
That's right. Good.
Be,
right backwards. Yes. Now we got to find a guy because the clock's running.
All deflected, taken away. This is Lucas Bolio
Good.
closed him off. Defense able to retreat. That's Van Stralen now, left side. And Sindelar comes in. Jay Taylor is back on as part of the offensive attack now for Whitney. Taylor.
He's pretty fleet.
They work it behind the net. Try to bring it out front. And here's a sweeping shot and a score.
A little bit of a riser.
Reed Van Stralen.
A little bit of a riser. That was an underhand release and went over the, about up by the goalie's shoulder. A little bit of a riser.
Whitney 4, Bella Vista 0 with 10 minutes.
So Reed Van Stralen, he also, as a freshman, 11 goals on the varsity last year. So they found somebody, and we're going to be watching him for another couple of years.
You're right. That's a problem. He's good. So we're going to see the BV wingman sprint. Not bad.
So still loose on the face-off. No one's truly controlled until now. Here comes Whitney once again. So, they're not winning those draws, and this is the same in the JV game. They're not winning the draws outright, but they are still getting the possession ultimately. Taylor. He's kind of waiting for his teammates now right out in front. That's Sindelar again. He's trying to get free. Great physical play by Bella Vista. And here come the Broncos on the run.
Got to switch hands.
Still on the move.
There it is. BV failed clear.
And here goes Jack Beaulieu.
Good luck.
In front.
Nice shot.
And a goal.
See how he changed levels? He grabbed that ball up really high, and then the shot goes down on the ground. Those hurt
yes.
On defense. The kind of fast break shot like that. You just had the ball, you lose it, boom, goes downfield, boom, boom, shot, goal. And 5-1 now.
5-0.
5-0 now, yeah.
All right, face-off coming up. Looks like Cody Simpson's going to take this one for Bella Vista.
Let's get some sprint by the wingman on the BB wingman.
Thomas is on the far side. He comes in.
Nice check.
And again, Whitney winds up with it.
Good shot.
In on goal. That's out of bounds to Whitney. Van Stralen.
Still got a long stick down on offense. Just down near the crease.
Sindelar. Loose ball behind the net.
Good show. Good show by the was it 20? Show to slide. Kept the attackman from driving forward. Got all the Whitney guys down on the crease.
Here's Van Stralen again.
Nice. Right-handed shot. Top shelf.
And he finds the net again. That's the third already for Reed Van Stralen.
Goal number 94, Reed Van Stralen.
He's got half of their goals. It is a 6-0 lead now for Whitney.
Okay, time for a BV timeout. Just slow the game down. Stop it for a sec. Talk some. Doesn't have to be. Okay time. There's only less than 9 minutes left in the quarter. You got 2 timeouts left in the half. It's 8:45 right now. Still got 2 timeouts. You could take one now.
On the face-off. Battle it in. Broncos have possession of this one.
He's got 2 guys. He needs to get rid of that.
Simpson is on.
Pushing it back, I'd call. Maybe he's missing
on
a
the
guy.
move.
Oh, the other guy, 9-4 would have been the one.
Why? Oh, they were going to try and wind up from distance. Loose ball.
Good decision, though. Goes out.
Lots of collisions.
Oh, what a grab. Nice grab.
Yeah, it's Reed Van Stralen again.
Good feet.
When he reaches his senior year, we will be saying 4-year varsity player for him, too. That's still 2 years from now. Sindelar.
Nice look.
Right out in front.
Yes.
Bolio with another score.
How far away from the goal was he?
Right in front.
That's right. We don't see BV feed the crease that much. It's deadly. It's very effective. It's not that hard to do. You just have to work on it. You have to think of it. You have to see it. And it's that easy to execute. Which means, on defense, when you're covering the guy on the crease, the term is you need to be in his jock. And that just means he can't be a centimeter away from you, and your stick has to live on his chest. So you deny him that pass. If he gets that pass, it's a shot. What is this?
And a whistle on the
Kick the stick.
kick the stick. So that's a violation. Possession to Bella Vista.
Get a
They'll
face
wind
off.
it.
That's great. So again, good time to settle.
Go Posehn into the game now.
Let everybody touch it. Got to get a sub on. Short pass, hard to catch.
Ball picked up. That's Will Victorin.
Lefty.
Works his way to the left.
Got a long stick. We probably don't want this.
Here's Posehn again. Posehn looks for a screen. Posehn charts in on goal.
That's a good look.
Sends it behind the net
Oh.
to the left side.
Sidearm underhand pass, less accurate.
Tried to get it over to Polanco, but now here comes Whitney once again.
No shot by BV. No.
From a sharp angle, that one goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Whitney. This is Sindelar.
Decent check. Decent poke check. Slide was a little early, but okay. Better get back on your man. Oh, he was open.
Back behind the net. Right out in front. The ball is loose. Kinley tried to scoop it up, couldn't get it.
A little better pass. That was a goal. Oh, God.
Right out in front. The shot and a score.
How close to the goal was he?
Gavin Barnett. No, he was just a couple of steps away.
So you can tell Whitney is looking for that. And it just doesn't feel like BV looks for that. You have to create it. You know, BV got out of place there. It left a guy like that. That's exactly what happened on the tying goal at Christian Brothers and the winning goal at Christian Brothers. Is BV got a couple of guys out of place very, very close to the goal. So just a lot of discipline it takes to stay on your man there and do the right slide. Maybe somebody slid. I didn't see it. Maybe somebody slid away, and that left the guy all alone on the crease.
And this just in. Whitney wins another face-off.
2-on-1. I got a guy on the crease
And
again. There he
Stralen.
is. Oh.
And that's going to go out of bounds and stay with Whitney.
He could make something better than that happen.
This is Luke Beaulieu. And now it comes to Van Stralen.
Wow.
Wow.
That's from 15 yards. 16.
Yeah. That's 4 for Van Stralen.
Accurate shooter. That was sidearm. Not everybody can shoot accurately sidearm. He did.
And it is now 9-0 with 5.5 to go in the first half.
So if BV can get on offense, I think we mentioned before, slow it down, value the offense. They need to spend some time on offense, if nothing else, to just keep the ball from the BV's defensive end of the field. The defenders on BV have been moving almost every minute of this game. and just need to get them a break.
And Hudson Stevens, the obligatory number 77 on the varsity team. Van Stralen. Some juke moves.
He's probably in the BV's defense's head a little bit. They've seen him score 4, and they're a little concerned about him.
That one's going to go out of bounds and over to Bella Vista.
In the JV game, we were talking baby steps. Here's a baby step that the BV varsity can take, and that is get a successful clear.
And maybe that can then result in a successful shot.
Right.
I don't think they've even taken a shot yet.
Not on 6-on-6, I don't think.
And
Failed
another unsuccessful clear. Out front, this is Gage Armstrong.
Not really affected by that check much. Look at that pass by a long stick.
And this Van Stralen again, a sweeping
Nice.
shot and another score. Another sidearm shot for Reed Van Stralen.
Same spot as the last one.
And he's hit 5 of a kind. Half the goals. It's 10-0, and he's got 5 of them.
That's a winning hand. No, wait, that's cheating.
You need a wild card.
Yeah, okay.
You need a wild
right.
card. You need a joker in there.
Well, he is. He's a wild card in this game with shooting like that. So those last 2 goals went right on the right over the goalie's left shoulder. Both were right-handed. Both were on the move. But you can tell he's got it dialed in. Does he practice that shot a little bit? I bet he does. Make it, take it.
Sindelar again won that draw. And Mr. Van Stralen.
Lefty.
And another score.
Straight over shot, wasn't it?
Yep. Looks like that was Jack. Oh, check that. That's Logan Brown that gets that one, number 22.
Keeps the crowd kind of quiet, doesn't it?
Yes. It's been a very quiet night all night here at Bella Vista. Lots of energy when we were here against Rio Americano. Even in the JV game, I felt there was more energy, even though.
Yeah, when there's a better matchup, when the teams are more equal, it's more like that for sure. Again, baby steps. BV's going to want to try and get themselves a ground ball here.
Cody Simpson trying to get that loose ball, and it is controlled by Whitney. That's Cash Stevens. You got Cash Stevens, and you got Reed Van Stralen with 5 of a kind. And Whitney pretty much has been on the money tonight.
Well, let's place a bet then. Place a bet on the winner. The odds aren't so much in our favor. The odds are in our favor, so they're not going to pay out so well. But yeah, so BV, baby steps. Let's play some. Good attack. Yes.
Jars the ball loose. Brandon Tebow fighting for that one.
Push, going wide.
Bella Vista gets it. So good hustle there by Brandon Tebow.
Yeah. When you've got time to attack the pass receiver, worthwhile to do it, especially with a long stick.
Here's Cody Simpson.
Good time to value the possession. Oh.
Right out in front. That's Alonzo. Alonzo 2 goals in the opening win against Rio Americano. Matthew Bunny there. This is the first time I've called his name tonight. Been very quiet for Bella Vista on offense.
Failure. They just weren't paying attention.
Well, I guess even the good teams are human, right?
Yeah. I wonder if that was a little short.
That's
but
not, and of course that could be taken wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, what I mean is the really good teams like Whitney.
Nice movement there. There's
in
a good
front,
shot.
Score! And that's the aforementioned Matthew Bunny. We hadn't heard much from him, but he gets an open look, and he puts that one in the back of the net.
Feed from Polanco, too.
That is the 41st career goal for Matthew Bunny, and his second or his fourth goal of the season.
Like I said last week, good to see Polanco feed. He doesn't do that as much, but that was exactly the right decision. Very well fed, and that was good looking lacrosse right there.
So the Broncos are on the board. 2 minutes to go before halftime.
Maybe get a face-off here.
And the Wildcats on the move. Back
Nice.
out.
That's pretty good. That's a hard pass to make.
Right out in front from the
Nice.
right side, and that's
Nice.
Luke Beaulieu that finds the back of the net again.
Goal number 4, Lucas Blue.
Kinley probably screened a little bit on that. His own defenseman probably screened it, and you see where that shot went. It went between the goalie's legs. Might have gone between the defenseman's legs as well.
12-1 is our score.
Who's the shooter on that one?
Number 4, Mr.
Bellew.
Bellew.
Freshman. I love that.
Yeah, I mean, they'll have him for a while. It looks like he is a coach's kid, too. Sindelar on the move now. Gavin Raleigh for first action.
Nice grab.
Looks like they had 2 long sticks on the attack, and now they are adjusting, sending them back. Gage Armstrong comes forward. Lucas
shot.
Bellew again with
Yes, sir.
another shot and another score.
Goal number 4, Lucas Blue.
River Kinley's got to feel like he's in a war zone right now.
Seeing a lot of rubber also, like the JV goalie was. Yeah, with the slick passing that Whitney's able to do. You saw that pass was cross crease. It went a long way. It's very close to the goal. Just to be able to see it, be able to execute it, be able to catch it. With that kind of slick offense, yes, he sees a lot of rubber.
So Whitney has control again. This is Jack Bellew.
Look at how fast he is. Shot.
And Van Stralen.
Yes.
Number 6.
Goal number 94.
That's for about a little more than 10 yards.
And the clock is running in the second quarter after the goal. 14-1 is our score. And we are about to have the break for halftime after this this face-off. And for the Broncos, it's going to be a quick turnaround, as they have a game tomorrow night in Grass Valley. We'll talk more about that at halftime. Benicio McDonald. That one is going...
Stays in.
It stays in, and the first half comes to an end. Wow. Just an absolute onslaught from Whitney here in the first half, as the Wildcats take a 14-1 lead into the locker room. The lone Bella Vista goal by Matthew Bunny late in the second quarter got Bella Vista on the board. So we'll go ahead and take a short break, and when we come back, we'll recap the first half for you and get you ready for the second half, which presumably is going to be a running clock. So we will see as we get underway in the third quarter. It's 14-1 Bella Vista here at halftime. Well, we hope you've enjoyed some of the music here at halftime. We're getting a musical performance not by Van Halen but by Van Stralen in the first half for the Whitney Wildcats. 6 goals for Reed Van Stralen, and it's been pretty much the Whitney Wildcats show, both the JV and the varsity here. So we'll probably have a running clock in the second half. You've been talking all night about baby steps, and so for Bella Vista, of course, they have a game tomorrow night at Grass Valley against Nevada Union. The varsity does, and so you got to put this one out of your mind real quick and get ready and go up there and play in that one.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, yeah. So back to the baby steps. I mean, BV's probably not going to win this game at 14-1 at halftime, but get some things done. Like, for example, clear the ball. BV's had 7 failed clears. They might have had 1 successful clear. Let's get that done. Let's possess the ball for a little while, run a play, get a quality shot. They did get a quality shot. That shot was excellent, and the offensive play on their goal was excellent. But let's try that again. Baby steps. Let's get some ground balls on the face-off. Not winning the draws, but let's get aggressive on the ground balls on the face-off. Get mad. It's 14-1. Get mad.
Yeah.
And get that ground ball. And that's the kind of thing that the team can come away with tonight. Like, you get 1 or 2 guys on ground balls, and they got in here and slugged it out against the Wildcats and grabbed some ground balls, and that can fire up a team. It doesn't change the score, but it fires up the team. You take that with you out of tonight, into tomorrow, rest of the season. You can get things done in a situation like this.
All right, well, we are 3 minutes to go before halftime. So Lucas Ballou, he's got 4 goals on the night. Reed Van Stralen, we mentioned, he's got 6. So between the two of them, that's 10 goals, 10 of the 14. Logan Sindelar got the first 2 of the game, and we haven't heard him dent the net afterwards. Logan Brown has a goal, as does Gavin Barnett. So again, just like the JV team, some balanced scoring here, and the Broncos themselves. Matthew Bunny is the only one that's found the back of the net. So, and again, very limited possession
You're
for the Broncos.
A lot of weapons on the Wildcats, and a lot of good stick handlers, which means they can possess the ball and effectively move the ball around and execute their offense with good stick handling by all the guys out there, and then get it in the hands of the big shooters. And since they're moving the ball so quickly and everybody's a threat, every defender is now worried about his own man. Maybe he can't slide on time, or he's a little off his own game. Can't keep up. And I think we said it in the JV game as well. BV's offense is not like this. So BV's defense doesn't get to practice against this. They're not used to it.
Right.
They're not used to the speed. They're not used to the effectiveness of the passing. They just haven't seen it. And they haven't seen it against Rio. They haven't seen it against us Christian Brothers in the first 2 games of this year. So, how long has it been? A year since BV has seen an offense like this.
And they really don't have an option during practices to bring in other schools to scrimmage against or anything like that?
Well, I don't know that you're allowed to do that. Don't know. There's probably a CIF rule about that. There's CIF rules about everything, but no one does that. During the season, of course, how many practices they played last Friday, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they practiced only once since that last game, and they only practiced 4 times between the last game and the game prior to that. So again, still early in the season. So early in the season, haven't seen this kind of speed, don't have experience with it. They're and they can't handle it. They can't, and that's why. Part of the reason why.
Well, it's Bella Vista will play Nevada Union tomorrow night. It is a varsity only, so the JV has the night off tomorrow, and then the varsity will be off after tomorrow for a week, and then we'll be back here next Wednesday for the varsity action against Folsom, both JV and varsity. So a reminder for everyone that might be interested in following the game tomorrow night at Nevada Union up in Grass Valley. Of course, you can go, or check out nfhsnetwork.com. They will have the live stream from Nevada Union, as that is the approach Nevada Union uses for their live stream. So NFHS Network, or you can download the NFHS app. It is subscription based, so that there is a monthly fee that you have to pay in order to watch the live streams on NFHS. Tomorrow night, the Bella Vista girls will open up their regular season. It's a varsity-only game here at Bella Vista High School against the Tigers of Roseville. We'll be on the live stream for you probably right around 6:55 or so to get started and get that one underway as we watch the girls in their opener against Roseville tomorrow night. So we hope you'll join us for all of that. And then we will have the girls' game on Friday as well, their second game and the opener for the JV team. All right, let's get the second half underway.
2 freshmen on the Whitney starting attack for the second half. One of them is Bolu. He's got 4 goals already, so of course he's out there. But just interesting, 2 freshmen on the attack. 2 freshmen and a junior.
So Jack Ellsworth will battle on the draw here. And controlling it is Cash Stevens.
So we'll see if BV's got any adjustments here at halftime. See if they do anything differently. We might see some different personnel from Whitney. They've got lots of them.
This is McDonald.
So a chance to get everybody some minutes here.
Looks like some newer players. Some of the folks that we did see, but not as much. Although Gavin Barnett does have a goal in this game.
Up top.
Looking to try and get it to Barnett once again. And he finds Gage Armstrong.
Good slide.
Gage Armstrong will back it out again. Right out in front. There's a shot. Chase Jones now in goal for Bella Vista.
Didn't want to take that left-handed. That was a left-handed shot opportunity. Didn't want to. Took too long. Defense could recover. That's going to go out of bounds.
And the Broncos will take possession.
So baby steps. Let's see if they can get it clear. Let's look for an open white shirt. Do we see any? Don't see any right this second.
So Victorian will bring it in. And he'll use the speed that he's got.
He wants to go left hand.
Gets around his man. Kyler Simpson.
He's got 2.
Loose ball. Victorian trying for it. Polanco picks it up.
So you would call that a successful clear.
Polanco
nice
right out in front.
No left hand.
And that's Caden Hoop. Hoop led the JV in goals last year.
Is that clear? Fast break. See if they set up a fast break. Should be an L stack. They didn't quite. Now they got it. Yep.
Right out in front.
Oh.
Save, Chase Jones.
Great save by the goalie, Chase Jones.
Shooter needs to make a little fake there. Freeze the goalie, make the goalie move, and shoot it somewhere else.
Logan Brown. Continuing to play the perimeter game. They're they're willing to take their time to get the best shot. Now here's
Nice
Van
save.
Stralen
That's a
again.
good save.
Nice save by Chase
That's a
Jones.
good save.
Chase Jones.
Make a save against the guy that's got 5 goals,
6.
4 goals, 6 goals. Yeah, that's a good thing. Quality, decent shot. That's good. That's good.
And you know Chase wants to have a big game too.
Fail clear. Throw it away.
Loose ball, looks like has not gone out of bounds. And Whitney will control it.
I was wrong. Not a fail clear. Long stick down on offense again.
Sindelar picks it up. Or check that, that's Stevens. Logan Brown now cutting to the front of the goal.
Uh-oh. Shot.
From the angle.
Nice save. That's got to hurt.
Nice.
Great save by the goalie,
That's
Chase
3
Jones.
big
Yeah.
saves there
Yeah.
by Chase Jones.
See baby steps? There's a couple right there. You see the defenseman slap his hand there? Everybody's got to feel good about that. That's decent too.
Right out in
Yeah.
front. And that one goes wide.
That Dodger was Bolu, had 4 goals, shut him down. Feel good about that.
So this is Lucas Ballou. Right out in front. And he scores.
Very comfortable Dodger.
Point blank range. That is his 5th goal of the game.
Goal number 4, Lucas Blue.
You know, you talk about the baby steps. Chase was in goal when the game was tied and when the overtime winner was scored last week. And you know that he's hoping for a bounce-back performance, and he's already got 3 good saves. I don't know who could have saved that last one.
Oh, yeah.
It was right, point blank, right in front.
No way. And, you know, you wouldn't expect the goalie to save those last 2 you just mentioned in the Christian Brothers game, because both of those were point-blank range. Here's a spot.
Polanco, first look. That is, I think, his first shot of the game.
Yep. But, yeah, the Christian Brothers goals, the tying goal, winning goal, they were right on the doorstep all alone. So can't fault the goalie at all for those 2 goals.
Thomas and Polanco are way out front. Thomas sliding towards goal. They bring it to the back. Polanco at his spot.
Toe drag.
Gets around. He'll take
Nice
a
shot.
shot. He scores. Mateo Polanco, career goal number 93. And he finds the net for the first time tonight.
So did you see BB got the ball around, all the way around. They possessed it, probably the longest possession they've had, probably. And that allowed them to build a shot, get Polanco in the place that he loves. He was pretty quick feet there. That toe drag dodge got around his guy, got him a clear view of the goal, close, and gave him time to pick his spot on the goal to put the ball.
Under 6 minutes to go in the third with a running clock. 15-2 is our score. Jackson Ellsworth will take the face-off for Bella Vista, going up against Cash Stevens.
Slick, right? He just scooped it to his guy, who was covered,
Joe
and
Ligas,
still got it.
number 97, on the move. And this is Barnett.
Just unnecessary out there. He's beaten.
This is Sindelar once again. Sindelar in the middle, closed off. Some great defense there.
He's got a short stick on him now. He had long sticks, now he's got a short stick.
Looks like that was James Feeney that was in on there. Here's Sindelar again, works it behind the net.
Go.
Right out
Long
in
stick.
front.
Long stick left hand.
That's Ligas,
Goal number 97, Joe Ligas.
the sophomore. Defender and a long stick midi.
Right on the crease. You know, the long stick's hard to operate, right? And he's it takes up a lot of room. And so there he is operating the long stick right in front of the goal where he should be harassed completely. That's got to feel good.
16-2 is our score as we approach 4 minutes to go in the third quarter with a running clock. Stevens and I think it's Ellsworth again will battle it out. Nice job by Jack Ellsworth.
Got to switch hands.
Wins the face-off.
Going the other way.
He had a teammate back there that was just not able to pick it up.
Just 3.5 minutes left in the game. Nice feed.
From the angle, and another score. It's like that might be Jay Taylor that gets that one.
Goal number 1, Jay Taylor.
That's one of the freshmen that you mentioned. One of, I believe, 3 on the team. Taylor, Lucas Ballou, and Cash Stevens are all freshmen, and they have a handful of sophomores as well on this varsity squad.
We were wondering earlier about the feeder program here. I was talking to the JV coach at halftime. The feeder program is Rockland. Rockland Youth.
Okay. Well, Bella Vista is going to play Rockland a little bit later on this season as well. So Rockland High School, would be interesting to see how they compare to Whitney.
Yeah, the coach was telling me the youth program, it ebbs and flows which high school they feed. Rockland feeds both Rockland and Whitney. And some years more guys go to Rockland, some years more guys go to Whitney. Said the JV team, that was a Whitney flow. The JV team got more of the Rockland junior players are on the JV team.
Sindelar right side. He's got Van Stralen. They'll work it left. Van Stralen cuts. This is Logan Brown.
So just over 2 minutes here in our running clock game. So see what Whitney tries to do today. They just want to kill it. Here's left-handed. Oh. Van Stralen's been shooting right. That was his left.
Well, this is where you, like you were talking about in the JV game, this is where you do things that maybe you normally don't do.
Right, yeah, he could have maybe let that fly. So BV here trying to clear. Let's see if it can happen.
There's Kyler Simpson. Now the ball is loose and controlled once again by Whitney.
Fail clear. Oh, trying too hard. See that pass was a little bit underhand, a little bit sidearm. Just less chance for those to be accurate.
So we hit 1:20 with the running clock here in the third quarter.
BB clear again. Let's see if they can get one. Oh, we got a long stick right here. Yep. That's how they design it. Got to catch that.
This is Wilson.
Fail clear.
So again, here goes Whitney again.
Good lacrosse IQ
ball.
there. I just batted it to his guy. If he'd have tried to get it, he'd have got checked. So he just bats it to his guy.
Baloo now back to the X. It's forced out of bounds. That'll go to Bella Vista.
Beaver gets a chance at a clear. 36 seconds. Blow the whistle. Come on.
So here's Jones.
25 seconds.
25 seconds in the third. Jones is going to take off. He's looking for his pass.
Still got to get it in the box.
They try to find Victorin.
Fail clear.
Once again.
Good wheels. Nice pass.
And that's the end of the third quarter. It's a 15-point lead for Whitney. Bella Vista finding the back of the net once there in the third quarter. Mateo Polanco, they were finally able to locate him and work the offense in his favor. He had a couple of shots there. One of them hit the back of the net for his 93rd career goal. But yeah, this is just a completely dominating performance by Whitney.
Nothing more, nothing less. We know the term every day is a school day. This is a school day for BV.
Yeah.
So again, you learn from school days, and so hopefully they'll have some time to see this film. They won't before tomorrow. I'm certain. Go play the game tomorrow.
Unless I stay up all night.
Yeah. but then they still got to go to school, and then they got to, it's a long drive up to Nevada Union, so on. So.
Well, they could watch the replay on YouTube.
Yeah.
Because that's going to be up immediately. They could do that if they want.
Yeah.
But they need to get their rest. They got a full day of school tomorrow, and then get on the bus and go to Grass Valley.
Exactly. So then you said another week before the next game. Well, there's only four days of practice between now and then, so it can be hard to fit in film time as a group. And again, they'll have 2 games to watch. So which one do you watch? You just blow this one off and watch tomorrow's game. That may be a better match. Who knows? But every day is a school day. They can watch this one at some other point and see how this game is played. Again, they're going to, I suspect Vista will play like this. There's a chance Davis will play like this.
Right.
And those are league games. This one's
right.
not. This one's not. Davis and Vista are league games, and you're gonna see this again, something like it. Want to get ready for it. And 2, learning from this will help you with your other league games. You play Rio again. And I forget who else is in the
Well,
league.
you've got Jesuit,
Yep.
and that game will be here this year.
Now, I noticed in Max Preps, Jesuit only had an 11-man roster.
Interesting.
I hope that it's just incomplete.
That could be. It's early in the season. There's some schools that don't even have their rosters posted yet.
The Jesuit program has been very, very good before. I hope they still are. Be a shame to see them be less than that.
They were pretty good last year. Loose ball.
Nice way to use a body.
So good defense there by Nick Tharlson. He winds up on the ground, but he was able to
It's a steal.
to force the possession back over to Bella Vista. So nice job on his part. Here's Thomas.
So BB's got an offense. Had an offense. That's nice. You can call that a flag.
And they're going to throw the flag, yes. So Bella Vista will play Nevada Union tomorrow night in Grass Valley. Just a little scouting report on Nevada Union. They played Rockland to open the season on the 16th, the same night that Bella Vista played Rio Americano. They haven't played since.
Wow, lots of practice time.
So practically 2 full weeks, 12 days it will be.
And that's
but
valuable.
You're right, lots of practice time.
And that's valuable.
They lost to Rockland, by the way, 15-9. That game was a home game at Grass Valley, so... Right side, he was looking to wind up. They'll bring it back behind.
Oh, it's out on white, should go red.
This is Ligas. He just scored a goal a few moments ago.
BB is even now. Oh, bummer.
Right out in front.
Nice save.
Save, Chase Jones. Again, point-blank range. Jay Taylor had the shot.
Freshman shot. Wasn't placed all that well. That's going to go white. Okay, BB chance for a clear.
I think this can be a little bit of a confidence booster for Chase Jones with the saves that he's had tonight.
So let's look at this clear. Find the white shirts that are open. There they are. They're right down here. There's 3 across. There's one that's open. Good.
Nico Posehn.
Fail clear.
Sindelar once again. They've got Taylor out in front. They work behind the net. Lucas Ballou is to the left of the goal. Ligas is at the point. Ligas with the long stick. Bringing in, here's another shot, and a pick up there by Chase Jones.
Nice. Good.
Saved by the goalie, Chase Jones.
So we got a 2-on-1 here on this side.
I'm counting already about 5 saves for Chase Jones just in the back of my head, so.
Fail clear.
Sindelar.
Nice.
And there's a shot by Taylor that finds the net.
Straight over.
That is the second for Taylor.
About 6 yards.
18-2 now. You know, the reason you turn out to play a sport is because you love playing it. These nights like this make it difficult, but it's where you have to remind yourself you're still doing this for the love of the game.
Right. Love the game, love doing it, love being with the other guys.
And there's still time on the clock to do something. You know, again, go back to the baby steps theme, but there are opportunities to be had here. Whitney on the possession. This is Raleigh.
Long stick stays on. Look how small the long stick is. Now he's subbing.
Van Stralen. Boy, it's almost like the stick is taller than he is.
But so he was very comfortable with it. We mentioned before, lacrosse is one of the great things about lacrosse is it's for every body style.
Yes.
There's plenty of small guys out here that Whitney attack. They're pretty small, but boy, they're good.
McDonald.
And of course, we said to Whitney attack, 2 of them are freshmen. They got 3 years to grow. They could turn into big guys before it's all over. See ya.
Thomas picks it up.
Would have been better to go to the inside.
Tries to get it to the inside, and he gets free. Joe Thomas on the move.
Blanco cross. That's his spot.
Here's
That's his
Mateo.
spot.
Winding up. Mateo. Shot goes
Good
wide.
Check. Good check.
And deflected away. Looks like Broncos control the possession. This is Bunny.
Good check.
Bunny. Ball, and here comes Whitney going back the other way.
Fast break.
On the move.
Go across.
That's Sindelar.
In the crease. Trailer. Boom. Hit his own guy, I think.
Out of bounds to Whitney. Right out in front.
A lack of defense discipline there.
Yeah, that's Reed Van Stralen again.
He just saw the BV defenseman kind of sleeping right there and made him pay.
7 goals for Reed Van Stralen, 19 on the night now for Whitney.
Different face-off guy for Whitney, long stick.
Oh, that's interesting. Again, doing things you don't normally do, right?
Yeah. If you're losing a lot of face-offs, it's not unusual to put a long stick as the face-off guy.
Well, that's Kevin Raleigh that we had talked about before.
Nice.
He made quick work of that face-off.
Sophomore, long stick, wins the face-off.
Using his speed, too. Gavin Raleigh all the way in behind the net.
One hand. Coming to sub now.
We approach 4 minutes to go in the ball game. Here's Ballou.
Backside.
Underneath shot. Broncos control.
Not in front.
Point blank range. Chase Jones.
Stepped in the crease.
Saved by
Going the other way.
goalie, Chase Jones.
Shot should go on the ground, perhaps, right? Or a fake. That was just high to high.
Wholesale substitutions for both teams. As we switch.
BV got it clear. A little bit non-traditional, maybe, type clear, but
There's Polanco looking for an opportunity.
nice look. Guys.
Right out in front. Matthew Bunny.
Goal number 2, Matthew Bunny.
That's the second assist tonight for Mateo Polanco as well. It was a great look.
Yep. So, flashes of quality play, twice, by
Yeah.
BV. They can do it. I mean, which means they know how. They can see it. They can execute it. If they can create it.
Substitutions. New face-off man is Jacob Tabler. He's away from the team the last couple of weeks. He did face-offs for the JV team last year and was pretty good at it.
Yeah, it's a different guy for Whitney too. 97, long stick. There was no possession. That long stick couldn't have come across. That should be illegal procedure. Refs missed that. Lefty
And
shot.
on goal, there's a shot, and another save by Chase Jones.
Saved by the goalie, Chase Jones.
He's got his man on his left. Yep. Now walk it up. All three of you. Back to the goalie. Good. He's got help over here.
This ball on the ground, it winds up in a Whitney stick.
Fail clear.
Collision, now back in.
Go goalie. Nice goalie ball.
You know, Chase Jones was having himself a pretty good game in goal.
It was 14 at the half, right? Whitney had 14 at the half, right?
I believe so.
And it's only 19 now. So, only 5 goals in this half, and it's a minute left. 2-4, 2-4, 2-4, 2-4.
An offside.
Yeah, almost the entire team was on that side of the field.
Is that like in football when they say offside on the entire offensive
You're right.
line or defensive line?
Everyone but the center.
Here's Ballou.
Lift it.
That's Lucas.
Look how
Looking to
comfortable
wind
he
up
is.
there. Oh, yeah, very much so. That was Logan Brown. Now Cash Stevens.
35 seconds.
That's Gage Armstrong.
Decent defense.
And the angle right out in front, Taylor. And he scores.
There's 20. And that'll finish it probably 16 seconds to go. They probably just
They're
won't
going
get
to keep letting it go.
Won't get the face done.
In fact, they're running toward the goalie right now.
Yeah, everybody knows.
So that's going to be the end of the game here. And yes, Whitney hits the 20 mark. Football score 20-3.
Right, yeah.
Some field goals. Rough outing, obviously, for Bella Vista tonight. And again, when it comes to those rough outings, a lot of times the quality of the opponent you're facing has a lot to do with that.
Oh, everything, yeah. I mean, BV's showed some quality lacrosse here and there, but Whitney is very, very good. And so, yeah, 20-3. And, not only two numbers, 20-3, but another number is 14, and that's the number of failed BV clears that I counted. I might have missed one. 14 failed clears, so that's 14 possessions that BV did not have and 14 possessions that Whitney did have. That's to add them together, that's 28, right? I mean, BV didn't have it, and then Whitney did. So 14 failed clears. You're not going to win many games if how many clears were there total? How many successful clears were there? 3 or 4? Should have counted that, missed it. So if you can't get the ball out of your defensive end and go play on offense, you're not going to get many shots. How many shots did BV take?
Not a lot.
I didn't count that either, but yeah, not a lot. And so just got to get to a place where they can clear the ball. And that failed clears was something that was happening in the Christian Brothers game, and it was happening in the Rio game. So as I move forward, got to learn that.
One thing we know about this Whitney team is, and of course they did graduate some folks from last year, but a lot of these guys that are on this varsity team played varsity last year. And that's a team that went to the North Coast section playoffs last year and traveled to face Marin Catholic before they lost in the first round. It's a very good lacrosse team. And so a lot of that, when you play these really good teams, they tend to kind of maybe expose some weaknesses that you have, like you were talking about, not being able to clear the ball. And then when they did the possessions, they got a couple of good looks. They scored 3 goals, but still they weren't able to get much going at all, or find an open man, or even get free enough to take a shot.
That's right. I mean, the Whitney plays at a different speed. They just play at a different speed, and like I mentioned before, BV doesn't see that speed in practice, so they're not used to it. Both playing on offense, playing on defense, they're just not used to it. If they could practice against this team every week, it would pull the BV team up a bunch, I bet. But again, BV doesn't see it. It's a surprise. This is what we got.
We talked about feeder programs, and I know that there is a youth program here in Fair Oaks, lacrosse as well, which, Bella Vista is the only school within the immediate area that has lacrosse. So if you want to play lacrosse, this is where you're going to have to go.
Just sorry to interrupt, but the all feeder teams will feed some kids the Jesuit and CB.
Okay, that's true. You're right about that. You're right
Only
about
two.
that. Yes, with the private schools that don't have the restrictions.
Yeah, no boundaries.
You're right. So they will feed to the private schools, but other than that, this is the opportunity.
Right.
So maybe the good players, the really top-notch players, wind up going to Jesuit or to CB. I don't know, but
It can happen.
But the thing is that's where you build. That's where you build, and and Bella Vista's had an issue over the last few years, and I'm sure COVID had something to do with it as well. But having a consistent coaching staff from one year to the next
At the high school level, yes.
has really hurt them. And so, if you can get that consistency and then start working with the youth program and then start building towards that, then maybe you start developing those players that will be the fast type players that Whitney has, and you develop that system.
You can pull the athletes. I would expect BB's team does not have the basketball players, does not have the many football players, does not have the wrestlers so much. But when you get a good program going, then all the guys who do those other sports, they want to play on the lacrosse team.
Mm-hmm.
Now again, lacrosse is something you typically need to have started younger. But yeah, if the varsity team can be good, then the kids in the neighborhood go, no, I want to play at the youth level. So you're exactly right. The feeder teams are really, really important. The Fair Oaks feeder has been good some, up and down. And the varsity and the JV just are sort of at the mercy of what gets homegrown at the youth level.
All right, so that ends this one tonight, 20-3. Whitney wins this one. Bella Vista is on the road tomorrow at Grass Valley. They'll take on Nevada Union. So again, we want to just remind you how that's going to work with the live stream, since it's Nevada Union's game. It's their live stream. NFHSnetwork.org. You do need, it is a subscription-based service if you want to watch the game, or come on out here tomorrow night and see a different brand of lacrosse as the girls open up their season against Roseville. That'll be a 7 o'clock start here at Bella Vista High School Stadium. We will have that live stream for you as well at right a little bit before 7 o'clock tomorrow night. So certainly best of luck to both Bella Vista teams. Tomorrow, both of them. It's only the varsity that's in action tomorrow night. The JVs get the game off, and then the next boys game that we have for you is a week from tomorrow here on March 6th, as the Folsom Bulldogs will come to town. A couple of interesting matchups last year with Bella Vista and Folsom. The one up there in the regular season was all Folsom, and then in the postseason it went into overtime, and Joe Thomas, after scoring the game-winning goal, had to keep running to prevent being mobbed by the rest of his teammates.
That's a good thing.
That was quite a game. That was quite a game. All right. Well, thank you again, David.
Yep.
Appreciate your time.
Glad to be here.
And we'll see you next week. Thank you as well to our camera operator and producer, Julie Tharlson. I'm George Tharlson with David Houseworth. Have a great